Hey,
Hey, Sonny, what's up, man?
what's going on?
Just hanging out in the house.
Yes, sir.
um, yeah. So usually I like to do an intro of who my guest is and how I met them. So this is Sonny the Bronco Conto. He's a heavyweight prospect, signed with Top Rank, 6-0, 5 knockouts, power puncher. Uh, how I first met Sonny, I met him at his weigh-in against Guillermo Del Rio. Really nice, approachable. I uh, I took a picture with him and all. He's overall a great dude. All right, so Sonny,
Yeah.
let's jump into questions. So obviously we all know that you're from South Philly. So what was it like to grow up there as a child?
Growing up in South Philly was good. I thought it taught me a lot of things. Growing up in the neighborhood, you know, I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth growing up. I mean, I didn't ever need anything. My parents always made sure I was good, but I mean, you could probably guess how it is, growing up in a city full of kids, and so yeah, it makes me who I am.
Okay, yeah, and then also from a food and sports point, it must have been really cool to grow up there because you're like around the corner from all the arenas and stadiums, and you also have a ton of amazing food too. The cheesesteaks, all the Italian food too.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I live walking distance from all the stadiums and arenas. So yeah, I mean, I love South Philly.
That's awesome. And then what age did you first box at? And how did you grow your interest in boxing?
So one day I just went home and I told my mom that I wanted to box, and she was like, "Box?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she took me to the 17th of Fitzwater, and I signed up. And it's been history ever since. Went in the boxing gym when I was 10 years old. I think I had my first amateur fight at 12 years old at like 119 pounds. And so, yeah, it's been history ever since.
Okay, cool. And then before I ask you about amateurs, I did read that you played college baseball. So how did you get into baseball? Because I know you had like a powerhouse school around your area, Newman and Goretti. I actually know a couple of the kids that played for Goretti, like Josh Ockamy, Mike Zoomzog. But you went to West Deptford. So how did your passion with baseball happen, and how did you do the switch up from like baseball to just boxing?
Yeah, so I always played baseball growing up. And yeah, shout out to Josh Ockman. We were on a travel team together growing up when I was playing. And he batted I batted third, he batted fourth or something. I know he's with the Boston Red Sox. I know he's with the Boston Red Sox, so congrats to him. But yeah, my father always wanted me to play baseball. He didn't want me to box, but my love and passion is boxing.
That's cool. So let's talk about amateurs. How did when did you first go into amateurs? And then the second question to follow up on that, like which fight did you know that you were ready to go pro at?
So my first amateur fight was I was 12 years old. Like I said, at 119 pounds. So I was in and out of the
Wow.
boxing gym while I was playing baseball. Um, and then when my baseball, thing, I always boxed. Like I said, in between seasons, baseball. I wasn't active fighting as much as I would like to have been. But I was in the gym. I was staying sharp. I was sparring. I was always sparring pros. Hank Lundy, when I was like 130 pounds.
Oh wow.
So, different guys when I was growing up. And then, when my whole baseball thing happened, I had, went back to the drawing board and focused all my time and dedicated everything to boxing. And I figured I'd do a couple national tournaments and then I'd turn pro.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. And then for people that don't know, like how you signed with a promotion company, so how did you wind up with Top Rank? Like, were they watching you since you were an amateur?
So I have a manager. My manager's name is David McWhooter, Split Team Management. Um, I actually was, I had offers from every top promoter. Lou DiBella took me to dinner. I had, I was in talks with Eddie Hearn, Top Rank.
Oh wow.
Um, every promoter, uh, and really Top Rank was the best fit for me. I believe me and my team, we had came up that was the best fit. They treat me great. Um, they have the ESPN platform that is huge.
Right.
So yeah, Top Rank is, I believe, the best promotion company in the world.
Okay. All right. So let's jump into your pro debut. So it was on the Philly special card at the 2300 Arena. You versed Jimmy Levins, and you took him down in the first round. So what were your nerves like pre fight? Like, were you nervous or was it everyday business?
You know what? I was a little nervous. I'm actually nervous before every fight, I think.
Are you?
So, but if any fighter tells you like, "Oh, I'm not nervous. I don't get nervous," I think that's bullshit. So I
Right.
get nervous before every fight, and it's not like nervous as in, I'm scared or it's just going out there getting ready to perform in front of all my people, in front of TV. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, there's nerves that run through, but my father always tells me, you've done the work. The work's done. It's time to go in there and do what you do best. You were born for this, and I truly believe that.
Right. Exactly. And then how special was it too to fight on a Pelts card for your pro debut, and to also fight in the South Philly neighborhood where you had hundreds of people, friends and family come out to see you.
Yeah, yes, that was pretty special to me and to my people, especially. They, it was a great experience. Hopefully, I can bring one day a world title fight to South Philly.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. Um, so even though you've had six pro fights, which one would you say was your favorite win?
I would say against Guillermo Del Rio. He was tough. I got to showcase a little bit of my skills. To be
Right.
honest, to be honest, I didn't stop Guillermo Del Rio the first time that we had fought. I had a iffy training camp for that fight. I had a couple distractions that were outside of the ring,
Okay.
that got handled. Of course, when I step in the ring, I'm gonna do what I have to do, and I'm obviously the better skill fighter there, in every aspect. But he was a come forward tough guy, and I actually wanted that fight again because I didn't stop him. So I wanted to avenge that, and get that knockout under my belt. That's just something that didn't stick with me, right? Because I
Right.
know that
Yeah, that was a hell of a fight. So that was my first time that I ever saw you fight. He had a hell of a chin because you were like teeing off on him at one point. He just wouldn't go down until like the last round. You finally knocked him down, but he wound up beating the 10 count. But yeah, he had a hell of a chin.
yeah, I agree. He took some good shots.
He did. So for some people that don't know, you have a great relationship with Tyson Fury. So what is that like to go out and train with him and to have that relationship where you could just talk boxing with him?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Just a kid from Ninth and Porter to with the big dogs. The best in the world is pretty inspiring. No, you're not here to talk. Yeah, it's pretty inspiring. And like you said, just simple conversations with him he made me look at boxing in different aspects and different ways. You know what I mean? That I didn't look at it myself, and he made things so much more simplified, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You know, for example, I tell everyone this. Like he told me, like, I was always like, oh, like you still get nervous and stuff like that before you fight, and you know, yada yada yada. And he says, you know what? He said, I always think like it's just a ring, and it's just another man with a pair of. So that
Hmm.
right there was like, wow, damn, you're right. Like, let me go in there, relax, do my thing. So yeah, he made he definitely uplifted my confidence for sure, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really great to have with a champion as big as him. That's awesome. Now, for
Right.
some people, they think that you're signed with Top Rank, so you're just racking all this money. So like, still talk about the grind of like the sponsorships, the selling tickets, and also even with the T-shirts. Also, shout out to Carol because she does a great job with selling tickets and the shirts and all too.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. She makes this thing happen. She sells all the tickets, the merchandise. Yeah, the grind is every day. Any money you see on here, that's all prop money. I'm broke. I don't know what nobody's talking about. Yeah, it's the grind. Yeah, like I said, if it wasn't for my mom, I call her Carol KYW Conto because she's around. She does it all. She makes the things. She makes it happen.
That's awesome. And also to talk about your other parents. So your father's your trainer.
Yeah.
How awesome is it to have him in your corner and also in training camp to share your young boxing career with you?
Yeah, it's a dream come true. It's definitely a blessing. I mean, him of all people has my best interests. So I know that he's never gonna let me get hurt. He always wants to see me do great, to see me do good. So yeah, I mean, him being in my corner is like, it's like you go to a gunfight. You have a gun, the other man has a gun, but the man in your corner has a gun too. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's a good thing.
That's cool. Okay, and then let's talk about the Ninth Street Gym. I think you guys created that over the summer, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how cool is that to bring your gym there to South Philly?
So yeah, Ninth Street Gym, we're going up, baby. Going all the way up. Really, we wanted to bring the gym to the neighborhood for the kids out here that, we want these kids to get off the street. And, it's just so much, the crime in the neighborhood and stuff. It's not worth it. The drugs, the crime, just everything going on. And I thought the Ninth Street Gym would. I mean, there's a ton of kids that want to sign up. With all the coronavirus going on and everything.
Right.
We can't quite get it open to the public yet, but it is coming. It's gonna be, it's gonna get these kids off the street, and hopefully, I can inspire some kids to maybe have hopes or dreams of being a professional athlete and things like that. So I think it was a great thing, and shout out to all the people behind that made that
Right.
happen. They know who they are. I can't thank them enough.
That is awesome. That you're not only building a gym and then that you created it, but you're also trying to keep the kid off the street. That is really important for sure. So I have a couple questions for you, and then I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
So what are your future plans? So I know like everything's on a hold with the coronavirus, and it kind of hurt your bag because you had a fight on the 14th of May. So like, what are you looking forward to? Are you looking to move to six rounders next, and how frequent are you looking to fight?
Yeah. This actually. Uh, this guy. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm reading one of the comments.
And that's all good.
Um, So as far as I know, I'm fighting May 8th. I mean, the fight that was just scheduled obviously got postponed. It got postponed to May 8th. I haven't heard anything else after that, so I'm assuming May 8th. So yeah, I believe May 8th is the set date. Yes, and this fight is a 6 rounder as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm really hoping that you're out there on the 8th because I know everybody's dying without sports and all, with boxing and all too. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah,
Okay, and then so when you're working out and trying to make weight, so what are the type of foods that you have to cut out of your diet? Because like as like a heavyweight, you don't have to make a certain weight, but is there like a weight that you want to be around for your fights, and like what type of foods do you like to cut out?
yeah. I'm trying to gain weight, so I
The
really,
opposite.
I really eat anything that I really want. Of course, there's some things that the protein shakes and the vitamins are just as important as the meals. But yeah, I mean, I really eat whatever I want. I'm young,
Yeah.
still growing. Just turned 24, so I didn't even get my man strength yet. I don't believe.
All right. So my last question's a fun one. I'm 95% sure that I know the answer to this. So I've been answering this as like a poll with the Philly fighters. What's your favorite cheesesteak or chicken cheesesteak spot in
Philip
Philly?
Steak. Philip Steaks.
Philip Steaks?
Go visit Philip Steaks, best cheesesteak in Philadelphia, 20th and Passyunk. Tell Sonny the Bronco Conto sent you, and whiz without.
What out. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Sonny. I really appreciate your time, and we hope to see you on the 8th of May.
No problem. I appreciate you.
All right, thank you. All right, so that was Sonny the Bronco Conto. I really appreciated his time, so we got to learn a little bit about him. This is a kid that I'm really rooting and cheering for. He's a hell of a fighter. He's building a fan base here, having a lot of fights here in Philly. So I wish nothing but the best for him. Of course, I'm going to keep watching him and all. So just let everybody know. So I do have another guest. We did finish a little early, so I guess we'll do 12:30. It's former heavyweight / cruiserweight boxer Steve USS Cunningham. I have him probably around 12:30. He's a hell of a fighter. He's got a hell of a story too. He's also a Navy vet too, which is fantastic as well with being a boxer. Carol, I see your comment.